My name is May Hong. I am the speaking voice of Mira from K-pop Demon Hunters. And this is Moana Nui podcast. Signing off. Happy fans. Do it with me. Happy fans. Happy Hon.
You are tuned in to the Moana Nui podcast network. We are here at BlerDCon, and we have an illustrious talent right next to me. You know her not only for voice acting, but her directing, her animation, and so much more. We have Miss Samantha right here.
Hey, I'm Samantha Inoue Harte. Nice to see you all.
I mean, as you watch this interview, you will realize her energy is so infectious. It's just like,
I'm running on pure adrenaline right now. I have not had any coffee.
It's adrenaline and energy of this convention and the people here. I mean, I truly love it. Of course, you will see I attended her panel earlier this morning, which was early this morning.
At 10 a.m.
And there was a time difference that we lost an hour last night.
I was partying until 3 this morning, and the panel was at 10 this morning. That was dedication.
Yes,
and
it
there
is.
was a big crowd.
Yes, it was. I mean, you are the person that brought us so much from GONZO that we had. Oh my gosh, we had to be there for that.
Aw, thank you.
Now, one thing about this amazing person, which shows the foundation of her awesomeness, is she was classically trained by the icon Don Bluth.
So what it was is I'm actually trained by Sam Fleming, who is trained by Don Bluth.
Oh, second generation.
Yeah. And Sam Fleming and Don Bluth used to work over at Disney.
Yes, they
and then
did.
Don Bluth left.
Mm-hmm.
And so my director, Sam Fleming, left Disney to go follow Don Bluth.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a classically trained 2D animator. It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for yourself, you went from getting introduced from animation into voice acting, and then transition from voice acting into the production side. How was it for you to decide when it was time for that shift for yourself?
So there were these classic Cheerios commercials back in the day.
Yes.
Where you'd have a kid would get a bowl of cereals and he'd be like, ugh. And it's like somebody else would be like, oh, get Mikey. He'll eat anything. Well, I'm Mikey. I'll do anything.
Yes.
I'm all about that hustle. So when I was in college and high school, I do all kinds of jobs.
Yes.
And so to me, there was really no transition period.
Okay.
It was just like this movie needs blood effects. Can you do that? No, but I can learn.
Yeah.
And so I became a VFX artist.
Yes.
Animator. I was an animator. But then, when it came to producing, it was like, hey, do you know how to do this? Like, no, but I could try.
Yeah.
And I got into that. Like, one of my producers was like, wow, you have an annoying voice. You'd be perfect in anime. So then I got into voice acting because I just was like, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I blame my ADHD. I just say yeah to like whatever gigs that come by and I'll do it.
But it allowed you to be so open and diversify your own resume because you were willing to learn and you took on new talent. So always be open to learning.
Yeah. So the funny thing about like work, there's always going to be opportunities open to you. It's whether or not you recognize that opportunity for what it is, and whether or not you're willing to step outside of your comfort zone to do it.
Yes.
Like
yes.
just like I didn't know how to do wire works. I didn't know how to do stunt work. But for some odd reason, an opportunity opened up, and they were like, "Hey, would you like to put on, a VFX like motion capture suit and do some like fighting?" And I'm like, "Bet, okay." And, it's like it just happened.
Nice. So, of course, I learned to the panel, you grew up in Japan, and then you currently live in the U.S. How was it for the cultural adjustment from going from the culture and expectations of Japan and adjusting to the culture and the differences here in the U.S., both in the workplace and just in the community?
The price difference? Oh my God!
Yes.
You live in the East, and you can get a meal for like $3.50.
Yes.
And you come here to the U.S. and you're like, oh, I can maybe get something off of the dollar menu.
Yeah.
It's you can get a full healthy meal for super cheap.
Yeah.
You can get a house for like, I don't know, like $40,000.
Yes.
You get a car for cheap. Come here, it's like,
Yeah.
The price difference really is freaky. But then also, I honestly didn't experience racism until I came here to the U.S.
Oh, wow.
Like, my family is mainly Japanese, and it's like I'm half.
Yes.
But I'm Asian, white Asian. But the thing is that it's like as long as people were respectful to the Japanese culture. It's like that's really all you need to get along in Japan.
Yeah.
It's like nobody really cares about race
Yes.
in that sense, as long as you're like following the rules.
Yes.
And, as long as you follow the rules, you're accepted. And so it's like when I came here to the U.S., it was like one of those things where, like, I noticed that I looked different, and people treated me different.
Oh.
And that was when I experienced racism from white people specifically.
Yes.
I got sent into an all-white school, and I got beaten up a lot.
Oh, wow.
Somebody stuffed my head in the toilet.
Oh, gosh.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the heck?
Yes.
And so, like I was like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
But as I grew up, I kind of learned to have a thicker skin.
Okay.
I could sit there and hold my own when approached by a racist. And, because it's like there's the whole like Asian fetishism.
Yes.
Thing. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I was like, But whenever any of my friends who are black, I'm always like, oh, you should come with me to Japan. You'll love it. It's like, you won't have to deal with any of this bullshit. And they're like, what? And then they come out to Japan. Like, so far I've convinced like 4 of my friends to move to Japan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they've bought houses out there.
Oh, wow.
And they're like, dude, it's like, why didn't you tell me this before?
Yes.
So yeah, like I'm really pushing for that. It's so much better.
And that's the thing, especially in the current political climate we got going on over here.
Yeah, I get hassled by ICE a lot.
Oh my gosh, no.
Oh yeah, like I mean, like a lot of people, they assume that I'm Hispanic.
Yeah.
And so it's like they're suddenly like trying to speak Spanish to me, and I'm like,
Yeah. Don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, and then, well, thankfully, it's like my first name is Samantha Inoue.
Yeah.
My last name is Harte.
Yeah.
So it's like they'll look at my passport and they'll be like, this isn't real.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, that's my real passport.
Yeah, this was issued by the government, yes.
Yeah, and it's scary. 'Cause
Yes.
they question you about everything, and I'm like, this isn't, like, I'm not the worst of the worst, I swear.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, it's just crazy.
Yes, exactly. So, another question is, how do you balance the need for work with the desire to work on passion projects?
I don't.
Okay.
I just, if it pays the bills, I'll do it.
Yes.
You know, I do watch out for, you know, I can sniff out a scam.
Yeah.
Like if somebody is just like kicking the tires, and like if they're not gonna, you know, it's like I'm very quick to recognize. Yes. That. To which, you know, it's like, and I respond, you know, appropriately.
Yes.
I'm polite about it, but yeah, you know, it's like I look at people in terms of like if I'm gonna work with somebody, I tend to do better. I find that people who have hustled, who have like worked their way up the totem pole, who respect work.
Yes.
I get along better with them
than
I do with somebody who was like born with a silver spoon in their mouth, where they cannot understand the amount of work that gets done in an animation.
Yeah.
Like for 1 second of animation, you might end up having like 40 drawings.
Yes.
You know, and it's like, and that's like a week of work for one person.
That's true.
And if you have somebody who's like so used to, you know, it's like getting what they want because they have money, and you know, it's like just on a whim, they'll be like, can we change the hairstyle? It shouldn't be that long. It's like, no, that's like 40 extra drawings.
Yes.
That you have to do. So I tend to work better with people who are open-minded, who are willing to work, who are willing to get into the trenches with me. But yeah, I hope that answered your question.
Okay, yes. Now, I know you talked about in the panel, GONZO is one of the studios that really showed the diversity in their characters and their stories. That you have from Afro Samurai to Samurai 7 and so many more of the stories. How do you feel being a part of the integral piece of the company to continue to give that diversity in your stories and your animes?
With or without me?
Yes.
GONZO is going to come out with racially diverse content.
Yes.
I'm just happy to be part and included in the party.
Yes.
Because our teams are amazing. Everybody is so sweet. Everybody is so loving. It's just fun to be part of it.
Yes, exactly. Which we love. And I mean, I have at home when Samurai 7, okay, I'm dating myself. This is when you had to get anime at Suncoast and you had to pre-order so you can get it in. And this is also when they used to do these really amazing box sets. And Samurai 7 has a wooden box set that slides open to get your DVDs. I have that at home.
Oh, snap. Really?
Yes.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yes.
Oh.
You had to pre-order it to get it, and you had to wait about 3 or 4 months before we got it in store. But you had to pre-order to get that particular box set.
Oh, damn.
So yes, I have that at home. And I converted so many of my friends to anime through Samurai 7.
Yeah, two of the main characters are black.
Yeah, and that was a lot of my black male friends, because it was it helped me dismiss the misconceived notion that anime was because it's animation for kids, or anime is for white people. But then seeing Samurai 7, seeing Afro Samurai, they're like, and then the story, it's like, okay, I'm a fan. And I think that's what is needed, so people can connect to the story and not skip over it, because it's like, it's the same old blonde hair kid with blue eyes that live in Japan, and he's fighting against somebody from Russia or the U.S. So I love that, and then you're giving that life to all the projects you've been involved with for the last 22 years. She started at 7.
Now, I'm 46. I'm going to be 47 in April.
Yeah. She's 46 according to the U.S. calendar, but according to Melanin, she is in her 30s. So, another question for you is, with all the things that happen, because you're under time pressure, long days at the studio, what do you do to maintain your mental health, to be able to deal with life, stuff at work, and so much more, and even your own battles with ADHD and so much more?
Coffee. I'm so addicted to coffee. I roast my own coffee beans.
Really?
It's like I especially, it's like look online for, green beans.
Okay.
Green coffee beans. I buy just too many things associated with making like different espresso.
Okay.
The amount of money that I put into coffee is kind of obscene.
Well,
I have every syrup that you can even fucking think of.
Hey, if it's able to make you function and get through the day, you have to invest what can make you function.
That's kind of like with ADHD, It's like when you're on the spectrum, you hyperfixate on things.
Yes.
My hyperfixation is coffee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like if I'm not doing anime or thinking about, it's like storylines, I'm typically thinking about like it's either my cats,
okay,
coffee, or sex.
Okay.
Because
hey, we're all human, so you have to have your fix. And one of the questions from one of our from our team, they were asking, how do you feel about the controversy about AI, especially in anime lately?
Oh, so like it's interesting because it's like in animation, it's like we've had several AI companies approach us. It's like, and their whole thing is like, we'll look at their spiel, and everything that AI does, I'm like, we can do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of redundant.
Yes.
It's like, why give me a new car when my car still works fine?
Yeah.
It's like it just doesn't really make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the things that they're like, oh, this is new. It's like, it's not.
Yeah.
And it costs about the same.
Yeah.
So I'm just like what makes it, it's like, why should we use AI? Oh, but it makes it go quicker, and it makes it so that way it's like you have less people you have to pay for, and I'm like, but it costs the same.
Yeah.
It costs the same if I do that. The only problem is that if I use AI, I'm paying the same amount but losing the people.
Exactly.
Wouldn't it make more sense for me to just pay the person?
Yeah.
Like, make it make sense.
Yes, because even though AI can replicate a lot of the art design, you don't get I feel like it's the life that artists put into it, and also AI voices don't have the passion and the aspects that a person can put in a scene when they're acting it out.
Yeah, it removes the human element.
Yes.
And one of the things about AI is that, like, when you're looking at it, the AI that's currently like being used here in the U.S. and across the globe is like, it's AI by itself can't create original art. Mm-hmm. You're having to take art from elsewhere.
Yes.
In order to make it happen.
Yes.
And you're basically stealing another person's art.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you use AI for that?
Exactly.
And it's kind of a loose cannon. You don't know where it's gonna go.
Yes.
And it's like if you're working on a scene, it's harder. It takes more time to get the AI to do sequences correctly.
Okay.
And in an original sort of state.
Okay.
It's time. It's a time suck.
Yes.
Because you're constantly having to type in, it's like different prompts.
Yes.
And so it doesn't make sense. And also it's like every Joe Schmo is coming out with slop.
Yes.
That the whole industry is kind of being overwhelmed with slop.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just letting AI kind of run amok.
Yes.
But there is a way of doing it ethically, and that's where a lot of people don't understand.
Yes.
Like a lot of the investment into AI is thinking on the terms of how to cut costs.
Yes.
But that's not how you should look at AI. You should be looking at AI in terms of as a tool
Yes.
to aid the artist
Exactly.
in creating something that can work ethically. And the way
Yes.
that we use AI is so if a lot of the shows that we've done is set up for NTSC monitor.
Yes.
So made for TV.
Exactly.
720 by 480p.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But now our TVs are not NTSC shaped.
Yeah.
They're rectangular. They're letterboxed, right?
Yeah, we're getting the
so
1280 by 480 or by 720.
yeah, it's like 1080 by something. Yeah. Sorry, it's too early in the morning. It's a big number. 4K.
Yeah.
We'll just say 4K.
4K, exactly.
Right? But the thing is that a lot of our shows specifically is, they're like NTSC monitors. It's like a square.
Yeah.
Right? But now, in order to fit it onto like a larger format TV,
Yeah.
we're utilizing AI and having the artist kind of fill in the blanks on the side
Okay.
to extend it out.
Okay, got you.
So AI is not doing the work for us.
Yes.
We're utilizing AI as a tool to help expand it out so that way it'll be up to modern standards.
Okay. That's how you should do it. It should be a tool versus a replacement.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And that's how you keep it ethical.
Exactly.
And you don't let it run amok. It has to have a person make sure that it doesn't fucking go weird.
Exactly. I agree. So, my next question is, with Afro Samurai, y'all had the pleasure of working with amazing musical artists and a lot with all of your different animes. Especially, y'all have a connection with the Wu-Tang Clan. Can you tell her how is it to be working with Wu-Tang Clan, not only with Afro, but also the clothing line that's coming out and much more y'all are doing with them?
So yeah, it's interesting. When the RZA was doing the soundtrack for Afro, everybody in Japan on the Japanese side, we were fans.
Yeah.
So it was just like, oh my God, we're working with RZA. It was just enjoyable. I mean, it's like we just loved it.
Yes.
It's like because we already knew since the pilot. It's like we needed something that would be different and interesting, and so everybody was tickled pink.
Okay.
But we recently reconnected with the Wu-Tang Clan just a couple months ago.
Yes.
And we were like, we want to work with you. And they were like, bet.
Yeah.
And so, it's like we're trying to figure out, it's like, how can we work together?
Yes.
So we're kind of like still in talks on figuring things out. But yeah, they were so sweet. Like the day before BlerDCon, I got a text from the team over at Wu-Tang, and they sent an image of this logo that says Afro Samurai, and they literally were like, oh my God! It's like you can actually see the text. I got surprised via text. Okay, they were dealing with a funeral, and I'm like, it's like, take your time,
exactly,
time with them, and then appreciate it, and then suddenly on Wednesday morning,
you're getting the logo.
I was like, what? I just realized BlerDCon is in 2 days. You told me 10 shirts, right? Any ideas on size? And that was how it happened.
Yeah. Oh wow.
I just like out of the blue.
I love it.
So I was like, yes, let's make shirts.
Yes.
It's like, so every sale of this, it's like I pay them, it's like what they need.
Yeah.
But it's like, just the fact that they're like, here you go.
Exactly.
It was so sweet. I love that.
I love it. So for those that aren't here and learning about the shirts, is there any way they can still get one of these shirts?
So we're gonna start chitter chattering.
Okay.
As soon as I get back, and we're gonna like try and brainstorm, because they, like, as you saw, they just sent a text like, "How about this?"
Okay.
So we're gonna kind of like figure some cool things out.
Okay.
We're gonna like see how we can work together, what kind of artwork we can do.
Yes. Yes.
So it's still like we're just kind of figuring things out.
I love it.
But yeah.
So you definitely have to keep abreast and follow them, which I will get the socials so you can hear the announcement first of when this stuff will be available, so you can snap it up like anything else.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I'm anime girl, all one word, _SAMI, so _Sammy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll be posting up. I love the woo, so I'll be like posting up lots of woo stuff.
Okay. Nice.
There's my honey. Hello.
Our next question, for upcoming projects, is GONZO or any of the studios you work with open to submissions from voice actors who aren't represented by agencies yet?
So if you're interested in being a voice actor, we have a studio called Lazo Arts. It's LAZUARTS.com.
Okay.
If you have questions, we have like a fact page.
Okay.
Our staff, we do everything from teaching how to do voice acting, how to make demo reels. It's like we set up demo reels. We do, it's like casting. We focus on people of color.
Okay.
In our roster. The only thing is that it's like you have to make sure that you're okay if you're going to submit. It's like to be a voice actor in our roster. You have to allow us to do a full background check.
Yes.
Because we don't need
Do you know anybody in the Epstein files?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like as long as there's that. But if you have questions about voice acting, go to lazuarts.com, LAZUARTS.com, and that we try and keep everything like very open there.
Okay. And for those that are wanting to create their own anime or go into production or even try to do their stuff on an indie aspect, do you have any advice for the creatives or the future producers out there that wants to get into this kind of work?
Become the best at what you do to the point that people cannot ignore you. Like, figure out what your niche is.
Yes.
And become the best at it.
Okay.
Because the thing is that it's easier for people to say no.
Yes.
But if you're the best at what you do, it's kind of hard to say no.
That is so true.
Right? So figure out what what it is that you excel at, do that, and just be the person that everyone has to go to.
Yes.
To do that thing.
Very nice. Yes, that is some great advice. And for our last question, are there any upcoming projects that you could actually talk about that we should be on the lookout for?
Oh, so we're doing this fun project called Resonance of Silence.
Okay.
It's part of the Young Creators program over at GONZO. So GONZO came out with a project called, the official title is Samurai Cryptos.
Okay.
And so what it is it was a competition where we had our fans submit story ideas.
Oh.
And we picked out like the top ones. Okay? And then when we did that, you know, we had our artists create original artwork.
Yes.
You know, for each one.
Okay.
And then we had the audience kind of pick which one they want us to work on. And they and so we created the art pieces as NFTs.
Oh, okay.
And so the fans would would buy that NFT.
Yes.
And that would allow us to track what was most interesting.
Oh, nice.
And so then we were like, oh, okay, this one is the most interesting one that they like. They're voting on this one.
Yes.
So all the money that we received from that went into paying for turning it into, you know, an online novel.
Yes.
Which is on Teller Novel.
Okay.
Which is a Japanese digital novel.
Okay.
Novel company, and it updates like pretty much weekly.
Oh.
And so it's like you can read along with the story that a fan has written.
Yes.
And we have that fan writing this.
Oh, nice.
And then now that came out, I think, in October. And then the money that we acquired from the NFTs, we're now also turning it into a manga that comes out in June.
Nice.
And so we're turning the story into a manga that gets released in June.
Yes.
And then we came out with 2 animated shorts.
Yes.
That are basically, you know, promotion for the project. And so it's all fan run.
Oh, wow.
Like the fans are telling us, like, we want this.
Yes, exactly.
And we're providing that.
Yes, okay.
And it's like the fans are picking the story.
Yes.
The fans are telling us how to do this.
Yes.
And that. And so within the next 3 years, we'll come out with a finished animated series.
Oh, nice. Oh, I'm excited for that. So definitely keep updated. Definitely follow GONZO on their social media to keep aware of that. Also follow Samantha on her IG so you can know all the amazing things that she's doing. And for those that are watching that are with other conventions and events, how can they be able to book you as a guest to come to their convention or event?
Oh, I'm actually really easy to get a hold of. As long as you're not some random dude that's going like, hey.
Creepy guy.
Yeah, dude, oh my God. So as long as you're not one of those guys, if you guys are like, hey, you know, it's like, here's a convention I want you to come to, like, just send me a message on Instagram.
Okay.
That's like the easiest way to get a hold of me. I answer Instagram every day.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, it's like I don't have an agent. So I actually prefer to work on my own.
Yes.
And as long as my boyfriend can come along,
yes.
I'm a happy camper.
Okay, sounds good. So all those conventions out there, definitely reach out to get her there. And then any of you are connected to Samuel L. Jackson, get her connected to him so we can get a part 2 to Afro Samurai. Because we've been wanting a part 2 to the series.
I will not say no.
But with that, everyone, thank you for tuning in for this episode of Moana Nui Podcast Network here at BlerDCon. Definitely tune in for our next episode with our next interview. And you have a wonderful day, and we'll be talking to you all soon. Bye, everyone.
I love you.
So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will.
If this the land of the free, it was a freedom then, when they annexed Hawaii and called it Cedar Lands, without any type of payment and no signing off. Called themselves the Republic in 1894. 1.2 million acres overtaken from the native Hawaiians. When they resisted, the West retaliated in violence and erasure. The Hawaiian language is banned as part of colonialism's plan to expand, yeah.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kohran Li as a part of their ongoing war with Asia. Used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. No work out for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. We will.
So if we put Hawaii into perspective, well, Black and Asian history is interconnected. Considering the fight with the Pacific, then of course, versus Asia, they was treated as a middleman for war, but didn't let the Western colorism run its course, cause dark skin was a sign of dignity to core. The land was taken in the name of capitalism, when prior to it was an actual kingdom. Clap back at the system.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kohran Li as a part of their ongoing war with Asia. Used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. No work out for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If we won't tell it, we will. We will.